What's up guys, this is Maxwell, today back with another Clash Royale video, and I actually just hit a personal trophy high and broke 2700 for the first time, so let's go ahead and take a look at my stats. Yeah, 2719, I've never been this high in trophies, so I'm pretty stoked right now. And I think the main reason for that is that I'm playing a new deck that I'm getting along with really well. It has the Mini P.E.K.K.A, Hawk Rider, Inferno Tower, Zap, Minion Horde, Goblin Barrel, Spear Goblins, and the Fireball. And somehow this deck really suits my style. So I've been having a really nice winning streak with this one. So let's go ahead, take a look at a couple of replays. And then I'm going to show you my battle log, and we're going to hop into a live battle. So I hope you are looking forward to that like I am. Alright, so for the first battle, we are facing off against that guy over there inside of the Frozen Peak. In my starting hand I have the Hawk Rider. I always like to start off with Hawk Rider, Spear Goblins, and or the Goblin Barrel. So in this case he played the cannon and arrows on my Goblin Barrel, and I played a really good zap that allowed my Hawk to get 2 hits in actually, and look at the crazy damage the Spear Goblins are doing behind. He definitely underestimated it, played the Elixir Collector, which was not a smart choice in this case, because I already got the first tower down to 850, and with this deck, 1 crown to 0 victories is really all you're shooting for. So at this point we are looking really strong already. We are facing a giant loon deck, so he's gonna start off with a really aggressive giant right here. I'm playing the Mini P.E.K.K.A and the Inferno Tower. He drops his balloon. The giant is just gonna get melted by the Mini P.E.K.K.A and that Inferno Tower. Mini P.E.K.K.A soaks up the fire spirits, which is really good, and it's ripped to the balloon as well as the Inferno Tower, and those crown towers just take it down. Now I'm going in for another push with Hawk Rider and the Goblin Barrel, but this time he defends it a little bit better. I didn't use the Spear Goblins and Zap this time since I didn't have as much Elixir, and it looks like he's going to be able to defend it. So we are going to need full combo to get some damage onto his tower, but if we can pull out that same combo again, I'm pretty confident we are going to get some nice damage. So at this point I decided to send some Spear Goblins just to get some chip damage. The giant is going to get killed by that Mini P.E.K.K.A. Zap going down on those minions, and we are giant survived, which was not a plan. Anyways, the balloon is and at this point we are still in a huge lead, although we took a little bit of damage on that left crown tower. So let's go in for another Hawk Rider push towards the right hand lane here to finally take out that tower. So Hawk's going down, Spear Goblins behind, Goblin Barrel flying over the top, and the Zap is ready as well, zapping the tower and the cannon that I need. Couple of Hawk hits, and actually gonna get his Elixir Collector down as well, which is really sweet because he's gonna lose his Elixir advantage. He predicts my Inferno Tower and tries to kind of distract it with the Minion Horde, which partially works, but still my Spear Gobs and Minion Horde and Inferno are able to take down his push, and his balloon is coming in with fire spirits behind. That was well played on his part. His balloon, since that's the only play I have, and then let's drop tower to kill that Mini P.E.K.K.A. And with 18 seconds left, I know this one is in the bag because his push is pretty slow, so he doesn't have enough damage in time to take me out, and it's game over. So pretty solid victory. I'm just gonna throw a Goblin Berry at the Elixir Collector. Played 10 seconds before the battle ends, so that's really bad. I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe he gave up already. So yeah, pretty clean victory, giving him the good game right there, keeping my manners, and that's gonna do it for this first replay. So let's take a look at this one where we faced off against Mo Jigs from the clan Shiatine Abix. I definitely butchered that, but anyways, this is a pretty interesting deck. It has the Furnace, Giant, Mini P.E.K.K.A, and once again we're going to start off with Hawk Rider, Goblin Barrel. I just love that combo somehow. He's going to play Fireball and the Mini P.E.K.K.A to counter me, so at this point we have a little bit of an Elixir advantage, but obviously we're going to have to play our Mini P.E.K.K.A to counter his Mini P.E.K.K.A. But our Mini P.E.K.K.A is going to survive, which is pretty nice. Going to tank a couple of Fire Spirits for me, and then he's done a good job. So at this point, it's time to think about what we are going to do against that Furnace, because it's obviously going to mess up my Spear Goblins or my Minion Horde. So we kind of have to come up with a plan right here. So I'm playing the Minion Horde down the left just for some distraction. He's going to answer with his Minion Horde right here and take me out. So that's okay, because I didn't really have a good card to play, or a card that I liked playing. Actually, the Minion is going to get one swipe off against the Furnace, which is a very, very nice bonus right here. And then it's time to move in with Hawk Rider and Spear Goblins and the Goblin Barrel. He plays the Sparky, but I'm gonna get down a huge amount of damage and actually take that tower all the way down to 0 right here. But now we're gonna have to deal with Sparky, obviously. So I also showed you this one because a lot of people find it very tough to deal with Sparky. But look at this cheese player right here. Since I took down his first crown tower, I can drop the minion horde right on his Sparky's face and take it out before it even reaches my side of the map. Mini P.E.K.K.A. and the rest of the minion horde are obviously going to clean up the giant, so at this point we are looking really strong. We haven't taken any serious damage yet, and the mini P.E.K.K.A. is going to get all the way to the tower, take a couple of swipes, actually 3 hits, almost 3 hits, but the spear goblins get a few shots in, and at this point I'm laughing all over because he hasn't been able to do anything against me yet. So the Valkyrie, I'm just going to ignore the Valkyrie, which is probably not the smartest move, but I kind of want to go for the second crown right here to unlock my crown chest. He's going to play the Sparky, so we're going to throw the Goblin Barrel over the top since Sparky is distracted. Fireball also going down for some extra damage and taking out that Furnace. That was some value. Time to place the Inferno Tower to stop the Mini P.E.K.K.A. and also the upcoming Giant in his tracks. Time to zap Sparky and the Minion Horde. That was fortunate, and the Mini P.E.K.K.A. is actually gonna kill that Sparky underneath the Minion Horde. So it's a pretty clean play right here, a pretty solid victory, and the Hawk Rider is obviously gonna smack down that tower for the 2 crown win. And at this point, I'm placing the Inferno Tower on his side of the map. I don't care. I'm even gonna let him get a crown if he wants to, because the game is over with 20 seconds left. I'm already swagging everything. I've got Goblin Barrel on my side of the map because it was such a dominating victory that I didn't really have to play any more serious. Fireball is unfortunately going to miss his troops, so I'm playing good guy at this point, letting him get 1 crown for his crown chest. That's okay. We're going to win 2 crowns to 1, giving him a thumbs up because this was definitely a very clean victory. Alright, so as I said, let's take a look at my battle log. Actually, at this point I was still playing Royal Giant, and then let's take a look at my battle since I switched to this deck. So there we have a victory right here, another win, another win, another win. Then we lost to, looks like a Princess deck with the Hawk Rider in it. Another win, and that's it for the battles so far. So I've got a really good winning record, and I'm really curious to see how far I can still push up inside of the Frozen Peak, or maybe even hit Royal Arena for the first time finally. So I'd say let's hop into a live battle and find out what we can do. We still have 3 crowns that we need for our crown chest, so I'm definitely gonna get those today. And let's go into a live battle and see if we can pull out another victory. Alright, so we're facing off against Nico Snake from a French clan, I guess. So looking at my starting hand, I'm going to play the Mini P.E.K.K.A. in the back and see what he does. I'm thinking about the switch-up game right here. I think Hawk Rider and Spear Goblins, yeah, I'm definitely going to do that since he plays that Barbarian Hut. Are going to be a good play. Hovering the Zap to see what he plays. Looks like he's not playing anything yet. Let's zap those minions so we won't have to worry about those. Hawk Rider is going to get an additional hit. I actually haven't faced a spawner deck yet with this combination, so it's going to be pretty interesting. Yeah, the Minion Horde is going to swipe down those Barbarians. Also the Giant if he doesn't do anything about it, so this is looking really good for us. Princess, we're going to have to use the Mini P.E.K.K.A. to kill her. Yeah, that's going to work out just fine. Barbarian is going to get killed, and then the Mini P.E.K.K.A. is going to take care of that Princess. Let's fireball the next set of Barbarians coming out right now. In your face. So that was a pretty nice fireball as well, taking care of the rest of that hut and the Barbarian. Spear Goblins are going to be quite okay to take out this little push. Let's zap those Spear Goblins that he has to kind of show off that he's not going to get any easy damage against me. We have no elixir right now, but I think he has about a 2 to 3 elixir lead on me right now, so we're going to have to play a little bit of defense. Let's see what he does next. I'm predicting a Giant. Barbarian Hut once again with some really strange placement, but the Giant is certainly coming up next, so let's get ready with the Inferno Tower. It's also going to take care of those Barbarians. Actually, I think I'm going to switch it up on him right here and go towards the left side. Oops, not with the Hawk Rider. Let's use Minion Horde and not with the Goblin Barrel, I meant. Let's use the Minion Horde and the Hawk. Oh, this is going to be... Oh! Second later, and it would have been a tower, I think, because he definitely would have taken a lot of damage. So we're going to have to fireball Princess and the Barbarian Hut right here, because we don't really have anything else to deal with that Princess. Let's use a couple of Spear Goblins. We're going to have to play some pretty heavy defense right here, but it's not looking all that bad. Minion Horde is going down, and it's going to clean up the rest of his troops. Let's switch it up once again and get ready with the Hawk Rider down the left-hand lane. Goblin Barrel behind the tower for the ultimate cheese factor. He won't be expecting that one. Zap the tower to get some extra damage. That's looking pretty good. Giant. Come here, Giant. I've got something for you. Yes, Inferno Tower is locked on. If he doesn't zap, the Giant is gonna die, and it looks like it is gonna die. So that's good as well. Let's use the Minion Horde. Hawk Rider. Fireball the Princess as well as the Barbarian Hut. Hawk Rider, get a hit in. That's good. Mini Packer to kill that Giant. So unless he can take this all the way to the end of overtime, and I'm gonna do my best to try and prevent that, we are definitely gonna win this one. Wasted some elixir there, that's not good. Let's get ready with the Hawk, and then this should do it right here, I think. Yep, that's game. Nice, so able to pull out a live victory as well. GG, well played. He's being a nice guy, also giving me the well played, so yeah. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. It's gonna wrap it up for this Clash Royale one. I'm really loving the game right now, and I hope you do too, so until the next video, I'll see you guys later. Peace out.